And this month is the planet's hottest on record, and right now 150 million people in the U.S. are under heat alerts. The extreme temps now threatening the nation's largest power grid. Mike Valerio has the latest.
Access to cooling is a matter of life and death.
Life-threatening heat now striking the Northeast.
New York City is now under an excessive heat warning.
In Northeast states where many places aren't built to beat extreme temperatures, the heat index is forecast to reach over 100 degrees, triggering emergencies in multiple states.
Heat kills more New Yorkers every year than any other kind of extreme weather event.
The number one weather-related killer is heat. 600 people die annually from its effects.
Blistering temperatures triggering an emergency for the nation's largest power grid, which supplies power to more than 65 million people across the Northeast and Midwest. The company, PJM, saying on its website, quote, a dedicated team of operators uses sophisticated technology to balance supply and demand and direct the power grid 24/7 from PJM's control rooms. In Arizona,
oh my God, this is hell on earth, I guess. You know, it's just that hot. And this is probably the worst July we ever had.
25 people have now died from sweltering heat in Maricopa County. The Wildlife Center in Phoenix says lines have formed outside the intake windows as people come across animals falling victim to the city's record-breaking temperature streak. Farm animals are also suffering in the heat alongside humans.
They don't want to eat quite as much, just like any of us, just not feeling quite as much energy.
I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
All right, something drivers in Winston-Salem need to know right now. There is a crash that could impact the afternoon commute. The northbound lane where Peters Creek Parkway connects to Silas Creek Parkway is closed. Police say that crews are repairing wires and lights in that area. They say there are no injuries from the crash, but no word on when that may clear. The search for a missing Winston-Salem man is moving into Greensboro today. 28-year-old Christopher Avery was last seen more than a week ago on July 19th. This is a surveillance picture from that day. It shows him at a BP gas station on West 1st Street in Winston-Salem. He works nearby. Loved ones have been putting up flyers in Winston-Salem. They are now putting them up around Greensboro. His sister tells us they've had several tips of possible sightings in the downtown area. She says juggling different leads is challenging, but the support is helpful.
It's just been, us. So just to have the support of, like his friends and the people who he's worked with downtown, it's been a huge help. It's really, kind of lifted a lot of the burden and the stress, off of me.
Right now, family and friends are searching in the area of LeBauer Park in Greensboro. If you know where he may be, you are asked to call police.
Today, lawyers for former President Donald Trump met with members of special counsel Jack Smith's team ahead of a potential indictment. This is in the case of the former president's efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 election. Earlier this month, Trump was informed by Smith's office that the Justice Department was investigating the matter. No word on when a possible indictment may be announced.
We are hearing from NBA star LeBron James after his oldest son went into cardiac arrest this week. In a message on social media, he thanked everyone for sending his family love and prayers. He also says his family is safe and healthy. His 18-year-old son, Bronny, was hospitalized Monday after going into cardiac arrest while at basketball practice at the University of Southern California. He is expected to undergo extensive testing so doctors can try to figure out why it happened.
Within the next month, kids across the Piedmont Triad will be heading back to the classroom, and now is a good time for parents to make sure kids have the vaccines and immunization requirements necessary to go back to school. For certain school districts, classes will begin in just a matter of weeks, and parents need to be prepared. North Carolina law requires all children across the state to receive certain immunizations.
Some parents are taken a little bit by surprise at that middle school time when perhaps they haven't been in for a checkup in a while, and they're required to come and get that done. And same with the senior in high school. There is one relatively new advisory is that rising seniors in high school have to have their second Menactra or meningitis protection vaccine.
There are some vaccines that are not required within our state but are strongly still recommended. So it's a good idea to speak with your child's doctor at regular checkups. You can find a full list of immunization requirements in this story on our website, WXII12.com.
A big shout out to everyone who contributed to yesterday's food drive with Second Harvest. It was really successful.
Yeah, our team spent the day at Lowe's Foods in Wilkesboro, collecting food and monetary donations for community members in need. And together with our dollar for dollar match from Lowe's, we raised more than $21,200.
That, along with the food collected on site, will provide more than 150,000 meals. And we also reached a major milestone yesterday. Since the beginning of the year, we've now collected enough donations to provide 1 million meals for the community. Thank you so much for helping us reach that incredible goal.